The seemingly never-ending saga around the Zimbabwean exemption permits took several key turns this week. Home Affairs Minister Aaron Motsoaledi and his department faced a blow in court on Thursday. The High Court in Pretoria ruled that this decision to terminate the permits was unlawful. The minister has already announced his intention to appeal. So what happens to ZEP holders now? Newzroom Afrika's Andersen filed this report.
This past Thursday, the High Court in Pretoria dealt a series of blows to the Department of Home Affairs and Minister Aaron Motsoaledi. The court ordered that holders of the ZEP may not be arrested or deported, after finding Motsoaledi's decision to terminate the permits unconstitutional and unlawful. The Helen Suzman Foundation was one of the key groups leading the court challenge against Motsoaledi. The foundation's Nicole Fritz explains how the court has effectively now ordered Motsoaledi to start from scratch in his decision-making process.
It remits that decision to terminate back to the minister to essentially make a fresh decision, but such new decision can only be made having followed a fair process where there are opportunities for consultation and that there is reason showing good cause for any decision that is made following that fair process and due consultation.
Motsoaledi, on the other hand, insists that his decision to scrap the permits was correct and took all parties into consideration. While the minister extended the permits until December just a few weeks ago, the High Court ordered this week that the permits must now be valid until at least June 2024. Motsoaledi and the Department of Home Affairs plan to appeal the court's ruling. A few weeks ago, Motsoaledi revealed that since May, the sheer volume of waiver applications being received from Zimbabweans looking to secure their future has skyrocketed. But according to African Diaspora Global Network CEO, Dr. Vusu Sibanda, the latest court decision means that those who pay to apply for waivers could in fact demand refunds.
The people that have made, those waivers, those applications, they might as well go back and say, well, Minister, you've basically robbed us of our money because you never took a decision and you informed us that we must go and apply for waivers because we do not qualify. And the minister would be faced with a situation where you would have to refund all the 1,550 for about over 100,000 people that have approached him because that is based on invalid decision. Otherwise, they would not have done that. So they were misled into doing that. So the minister could find himself facing a very serious lawsuit at the moment, and people cannot even continue now to apply for those waivers because they mean nothing, because the minister has to start afresh.
All 180,000 Zimbabweans living in South Africa on a ZEP face the risk of deportation if they are not granted other visas to remain in the country. With more court battles looming, a final verdict or end to the ZEP looks to still be a long way off. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Andersen in Johannesburg.